Madam Speaker, Nanda will have you believe, because that was a big speech that men should give. The problem is that we believe that the state shouldn't be involved at all. But rather what we say is, if you think the state is so great that you can get organs by giving the right amount of remuneration, price control it, and plus given the fact that they have much more money and they don't have to make a profit motive, let them compete in the free market with all the other enterprises. Which is what we've been saying all the while. But moreover, we say you let the free market exist whereby there are other forums. Why is that? The first idea of access, and this is purely in terms of number of organs that we're going to talk about. We say that when you have just one seller and buyer, as in their case, which is only the state, as opposed to in our case, where there are many more forums which you can approach, there is much lesser chance of failure. In their chance, there is a chance of state failure, and that's if you don't have organs. In others, we have many other forums in order to get organs from, and we say there will be much more organs. That's something they cannot contest and must necessarily concede. Moreover, we say, and this was reply slide, classic Nanda, that regulation means that they can't mandate anything which is involved in consumer rights. You have a right to know from any seller what is the quality of the product that you're getting. That doesn't mean they're regulating the organ industry, and I'm sure that's over the spirit of the motion meant. What that means is that with dealing with consumer rights and what consumers have when they interact with the buyer and all the rights that they have. And I don't necessarily think that in an unregulated market means that they can't mandate like putting stickers and like a certain quality. But even if you believe that we say the industry has enough incentive to self-regulate and set up industry standards, so we don't think information is mainly a problem in this case. Moreover, we say, since in our case there will be more organs, let's talk about price. Because they already conceded the argument of innovation because they didn't respond to it. Again, there will be more organs because it's more viable. They conceded the argument with respect to more people coming up because again they didn't engage with them. We said we'll be able to give them better prices rather than the state. For their organs because it's a free market. We say that in this case it's much better because there are so many people you can go to. But with regards to price, we're willing to concede that at the end of the day, that there might be chances that a few poor people might not be able to get organs. But we say in general, since there are more organs, more people will get organs in our case. And we are completely willing to concede that, which was the argument of the moral worth of an individual which we can't judge. We say that there are so many organs available. We say that it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't have to be distributed according to economic class. It means you have to distribute it in the most efficient method so as many people get organs as possible. And we say that happens only in our country. We don't think the argument of desperation stands that came out in Open. Because what we believe is, first of all, it's a fact that you can live with kidney failure for a while. You don't have to get a kidney the next day itself. So we don't think it's like last minute flight in the very first place. But given all the other arguments we say, since you have access to more forums, since you're a rational person, you don't want to bloody die, you'll obviously find out who you're getting the organs from. Look for industry standards. I'm sure you'll be able to live long enough for you to be able to know the basics to make sure that this is done. With the idea of entitlements, we say our attitude towards this is very simple. Entitlements is same across the board. We don't think the poor has a greater entitlement or better determinants from the state. We say everybody has equal entitlement if I'm rich. We say in your model, you follow a few poor people getting organs and you looking good because poor people are getting organs in your model. You're screwing over a lot of other people who can benefit by the innovation, by the economies of scale argument, by the diversification that a free market promises. For all these reasons, because we don't think poor people are better than rich people,